Karen's Law is a long-time goal of victim activists and advocates that would allow the parole board to keep violent offenders who are inmates in the state prison system from being able to request year after year parole hearings when there is no possibility that those individuals could be paroled. The reason this is so very important is because for victims, it is a very, very difficult process, but one in which they have to participate in order to feel that they are doing right for themselves and for their families and for the communities. We were able to successfully get this type of provision in the law for one type of crime victim, and those are victims of juvenile offenders who are convicted of first or second degree murder. For those offenders, there is a 5-year period in which the parole board could say, no, we are not going to hear another or hold another hearing for them because they are not ready and will not be ready for parole for at least 5 years. For those crimes and for those victims, they get relief for that period of time. Victims of all other kinds of felonies, including victims of sexual assault and Tier 3 offenders, sexually violent offenders, must go through this process year after year. Karen's Law will remedy that.
Well, what do the women go through, both in actual scheduling and emotion, and how repetitive is this cycle? Like, how much of a year does it take up?
Year after year, when a victim faces going before the parole board, a right which they cherish and want to participate, all of the emotion, all of the pain comes right back up, and they are reliving one more time the experience of that horrific crime. There is no such thing as closure. Victims do not have closure when an offender is arrested. They don't have closure when an offender is sentenced for a crime. They do not have closure when that offender goes to jail. They do not have closure ever for very violent crimes. And so there are triggers that bring that emotion up for them time after time. And having to relive the experience in their testimony before the parole board is one of those triggers and brings all of that emotion back. And that is what testimony is like. It is reliving, retelling their story, letting those emotions come back up one more time for an audience, for the parole board. It is devastating, it's difficult, and it takes months and months to one more time recover from that.